Hello, Tuesday. It's time for Handelabra Live. Welcome, one and all. Logic Dolphin, Sparky Wolf, Takewalker for Yeon's End. Exactly. Get this adjusted. I am John, aka Migrant P, and we're gonna play some Aeon's End. We've been working on some more New Age stuff that I want to show you, and it's been fun. Of course, Handelabra Games believes in civil rights for everyone and in being as inclusive as possible. That includes Black Lives Matter and trans rights or human rights. Anyone working against those goals is not welcome and will not be tolerated. Yes, it is Tuesday again, and it feels like I'm an hour late, but that's because of the time change, which for some reason has hit me harder this year than normal. There are new buttons. Well, there's a new button. I mean, we have talked about this button, the basic Nemesis card option, and we demoed that before, but this is a new option. Turn order. What could that mean? Yeah. Let's press random. There's also some new stuff. Like, we've shown all the Nemesis now, but there's a couple new visual things. Let's see. Not with Fenrix. You know what? Rageborn. Let's try Rageborn. Let's try to mix things up with some random markets. We got a New Age card here. This is a weird market. Really expensive. But we have Diamond Cluster and Resonant Pearl. Yeah, Ageless Walker was demoed a while ago, actually. And Arachnos was on the special Sunday Digital Tabletop Fest stream. So maybe we'll do Arachnos after this. And I will press random mages. We got 3 mages. Let's pick 4 mages. Let's add in a New Age mage for a big old 4 mage game. And since we have a Lost spell here, let's grab Lost. I know Dolphin did Lost, but I like Lost. So you notice that this button has been changing because now we are supporting the new turn order rules as of New Age. And you can choose if you want the original rule where, so for 4 players, each player has an individual turn order card, or we can do the paired mages where there's 2 turn order cards for each pair of players. Still, each player gets 1 turn per round, but you get a little more control over who goes first. So that's one of the coolest things we've gotten in there. So let's get that going with that. And actually, with Lash, I haven't actually tested it with Lash. It's supposed to work right. Let's find out if it works right. And let's do the balanced mix of Nemesis cards. Or random mix. You want to go random mix? You never know. Bad things could happen. It's not recommended. It is... I should probably put, like, not recommended for balance. It is, like, in contrast to balanced, it's random. So... And this is a pretty random market. So we'll see what happens. Rageborn. So right off the hop, we get a mage turn. And you can see up here we have a new kind of turn order card. This is a 3/4. Oh right, betting time. Sorry, I forgot. We need bets. Well, we beat Rageborn. Yes, with love. No, be angry. All right, you have 2 minutes. You can feel free to take my performance in the first turn to your advantage. I suppose in theory you could make physical cards like this for the tabletop game, but you'd probably have to print thousands of cards for all the combinations of mages you could have in each slot. It doesn't super matter who goes first, so have lost, take a turn. Later on, it can matter where it's like, you know, someone's got the ether for a power card and or something like that. So, and early on here, I like to forge a crystal. 5,400 points. And let's get this spark prepped. All right, and again, it is the other one. The other pair, Gian and Lash. And sure, Lash, take a turn. We can reveal the top card of the Turner deck. It's Rageborn. He still looks exactly as gross as usual. Actually, I don't know if the new turn order cards work right in this. It's interesting. Also looks a little stretched out. Maybe that's something. It can go on top. We'd rather not have a lot of turns in a row for the Nemesis. And with 4 ether, let's buy a diamond cluster. I mean, Rageborn is, you know, difficulty 2. Oh, the 70. That shouldn't be 7. That should be the difficulty number there, not hit points. What's going on here? Something funny there. Oh, dang. Immediate 4 damage. Lash gets the short end of the stick for no reason. Spend 6 ether or unleash. Greater Pulse suffers 4 damage, but we get a couple rounds to try to work towards that. This is just a funny, like, I don't know why that would be doing that, but it's not a big deal. Some bug that has crept in, clearly. I have 4 ether and 1 for Vortex spell. I think I will also get a diamond cluster. Could look at my Vortex deck too and see if there's anything good. Amplify Vision. I like that. Try to sit more where the camera's pointing. Slightly. And there's not enough diamond clusters for everyone, right? But there's enough for 3 of us. So, Gian gets one. Provoker. Doggies. Right now doing 0 damage, but it will eventually do more. And now we have a new round. No one's going to have 6 ether. I guess Lost might have 6 ether. Well, not if he casts his spells, though. Shay might have 6 ether on her next turn. Yeah, she will. But it doesn't matter this round, really, right? So I don't think it matters. Because we're not getting it right away. There's a chance we get it next go. Let's buy a Resonant Pearl. And again here, doesn't super matter. I guess if Gian goes, then this gets down to 1. We have a better chance of killing it before it gets to do anything. She's going for a diamond cluster, so maybe we'll pick up a spell here. Phoenix Flame. I mean, everyone wants Resonant Pearls, though, right? Yeah, everyone wants one. We'll get one too. Spells next. Decimate. Unleash twice and 2 charges, or Gravehold suffers 4 damage. Unleash twice might end up damaging Gravehold for like 5. We don't actually have a way to heal. Well, we do have a way to heal Gravehold, don't we? The Well of Energy, if we can afford that. Who would get 2 charges? Lash could reshuffle in. Turn order card is nice. Jay's ability is nice too. I think we just take the... Because if we give 2 tokens, then this thing might have hit Gravehold. Well, I guess it wouldn't because we're going first. Anyways, whatever. Doesn't matter. We did it. Gravehold will be fine. Let's buy this spell and a charge. Start going onto our Vortex deck. And then we're going to be able to do that with Jay, right? Because Jay has exactly 6. And actually, so does Jian. So we have pretty decent odds. I'll cast this to make space. And open a breach up to prep Sparks in. Most likely. Alright, so Jay gets to go first and avoid this happening. This isn't like the worst, the Chaos Orb, but I'm fine to not have it happen. Means we don't get the Diamond Cluster going right away, but that's okay. All right, who wants their next Diamond Cluster first? May as well be John, because it's cheaper for her. And actually, we're going to have enough ether that we could focus as well. So we could keep these sparks parked. I believe. By buying this. Oh no, I believed wrong. Undo. We must cast one. And a charge. I have just a gin and tonic at the moment. Nothing too exciting. Maybe we'll switch it up for the next game. Just adjusting my camera slightly. Is that better? That's better. Banesire. Don't like that. There's no mints in Aeon's End. That's not a thing. Oh yeah, that's not cool. That doesn't look great at all. This is supposed to be not a circle. I think that's what's going on here. Let me just send a feedback. Revealed card look bad when they are turn order cards. Something wrong with this cell. It is entertainment. You get the Hall of Mirrors. That definitely is a new bug for sure, because that didn't look like that. I don't think in the production build something happened there. We're looking a little bit squished. That's what they should look like. I think it's supposed to just be like this, but it's getting stretched out. Part of it's not getting stretched out, but part of it is. So that's something going on with that. Let's put this on the bottom so Rageborn can go. We're not killing him, so with and we can tell who this is. Oh, actually, there's that tooltip is going below, so that's another thing. But we can tell up here that J went already, if you're wondering. So this is lost. We're not going to kill that thing, so it may as well be Rageborn going next. Rageborn, maybe he flosses with, like, you know, tendons of humans, something like that. We have 6 cards here, so we can buy a diamond cluster and potentially something else, like a phoenix flame. Or, and bear with me on this, a resonant pearl. Well, good thing we did get to go so we can hit this haze spear before it does 1,000,000 damage to Gravehold. It's not what I like. All right, what are we going to buy here? If we have 3, we could buy another of these. That seems fine. Forge. A spark. All right. Someone who could do the most damage to this thing is John. And now it's going to do 1 damage to Gravehold at most, which is fine with me. So someone can discard a Resonant Pearl in hand and draw a card, which would be a Spark. Excuse me. That would give me an extra ether. Right now I have 5. I don't really need 6 unless I want to buy... Ooh, Staff of Wonders, though. It's very good. Or we could start buying Fatal Harmonies. Yeah, I think we buy Fatal Harmony and maybe the Staff of Wonders later. And everyone's got damage. So no one can kill this guy, though, so maybe Jay goes to finish off this guy. I mean, might be worth actually hitting this guy. This guy's only doing 1 damage. Whereas this guy, and if Lost gets to go, then we get to finish him off. So that seems good. Here, I need to focus. So I may as well focus this one. Well, Fury tokens. Just 1. Not extra. He's getting mad. He goes when he strikes if there's 4 or more. All right, what you doing, Lash? Lash is set up for a big money turn next turn. I guess we're buying a spell. We don't have a lot of cheap spell options, so we're just going to buy that one up. And here we can finish off this guy so we won't unleash again. Yon Banesire. So we've already seen... This is a Rageborn card, that's a Rageborn card, that's a Rageborn card. So right now it's been 2 minions and 1 of each attack and power. Not so wild. Still more tier 1s to come. Does anyone have one of these cards? Lash does. So this is 5 or 6 again. But I think like buying Fatal Harmonies, if everyone has them, are very good because it has this effect similar to the Resonant Pearl, actually. Like it's very similar, but it does 3 damage, and it's the +1 applies to both, so it's very nice. Get those spread around the team as well. Having burst damage like that is very good. Well, here's another minion heavy start, which makes it often more difficult. This guy's unleashing. We get an unleash. Grateful suffers 5 damage. Yeah, it can only take so many of those. And can anyone kill that guy? No. But if Lash goes, then at least he'll have 2 health. That's all I got. Or we could discard 2 prep spells. You know what? I can hit him for... the only way we can kill him is if Shay goes anyways, so... And we know that Shay's going to get to go, like, say, before Lost does because of the pair thing. But we can do this and get rid of this with Sparks only, which is very worthwhile. The top card is Shay. That's just what I want. I know it looks funny. Don't make fun of their Hall of Mirrors. So do I want 10 or do I want 11? I think it's Staff of Well of Energy, actually. If I can afford that, that's super good. But also Consuming Void is nice, so. Just getting access to this card is good. So I'm going to buy it right away. And then if Lost draws, he draws a better spell. So yeah, actually, let's do that. And now we have 4 for no reason. Why did I take 4? To buy charges? Probably to buy charges, honestly. All right, and we have another big ether turn coming up later. And Jay takes a turn. Jay can kill this, and we can actually do 4 damage, but we can keep the charge. Keep the charge. Finally buy the other diamond cluster for Jay here. And also buy this other vortex spell. That seems good. Agony Field. To discard, destroy a card in hand that costs 2 ether or more. Well, I don't have any of those right now, but other people do. Guess we cast that one. And here, are we gonna... What are we looking at? 3 ether gets us a spell, potentially 4 ether, or we get maybe a Resonant Pearl. We already have a couple of them. Yeah, I think we go for a Spark. Get our damage up. And maybe take another spell. Start focusing soon, but we'll take one of these Phoenix Flames. Don't need to cast this. I don't think I want to destroy. I mean, I could destroy that. This could tick down before. It's not the worst effect, Agony Field, so if we get to like use it on a Phoenix Flame or something, I'd rather than losing like a big ether turn here. Because we can buy like a Consuming Void or something. Or even a Disintegrating Scythe. Or Step of Wonders. Step of Wonders, I also get a charge. Yeah, Step of Wonders this turn. Next time, Consuming Void. And we're at 9 here, so we have to put an extra turn. Wait, did that... Those numbers... Were those numbers wrong? Maybe. Or did I do math wrong? Maybe I did math wrong. Lash takes a turn here and gets rid of this spell, which is not super worth, so... We'll literally buy another one. Sure. How did... Oh no, that was making sense. My next hand is these... No, it's not. These 3 cards and then half of my diamond clusters? How did I do that wrong? No, the bottom card of your discard becomes the... Yeah, so these 2. Yeah. Okay. I know what I'm doing. Beating up Rageborn, that's what I'm doing. We want to prep these, and we don't need the extra ether unless someone wants to draw. I don't think we super need to. Yeah, it's probably most likely I don't know what I'm doing. Seems correct. Should have parked that spark here instead of there also. That would have been smarter. Discard, spend 5 ether. That shouldn't be that bad. Jay can't do it. Lost can. If someone has one of those to discard, which they don't. So actually, no one can. Because no one has a Resonant Pearl in hand. Drunken Assault on a Giant Monster. It's what I do every Tuesday. I mean, the effect on this isn't terrible anyways. We have tons of health. And... Right, I guess so it doesn't super matter. I guess we'll wait. We'll let Lost take it next turn in case a minion comes out for that big 4 damage he's got sitting there. Look at this beautiful card. Amplify Vision. Thank you very much. Well, and here's Lost. Shoot these. Only get 4 ether, but that's okay. Do we want to buy charges now? Seems okay. I kind of want to buy a little more economy for Lost, though, anyways. Might do that. All right, we're into tier 2 now. That's tier 1, that's tier 2. Yeah. All right, this is going off. I'm going to give this to Jian, who's got a healing card for herself. And any player can discard. It doesn't have to be her. Lash may as well discard because he has a spark he can't prep because I'm smart. And any player suffers 1 damage. All right, the fury is ramping up. Oh. That's a lot. We have to discard another prep spell. close. All right, we start working on this guy who's making unleashes again. All of our big damage got discarded there by this power, and the strike also made us discard. Rude. Focus any player's breach twice. So gonna give this to Lash to open this. It's the best use right now, I think. And for 5 ether, well, up to 5. I can't really get any benefit from Black Mirror right now. Could buy one of these. This can be helpful if the diamond clusters get broken up. Sure, let's buy more money. More money. More money, more spells. Soon enough. Seven ether. Well, John has 7 ether but can't go. Jay has 6. Lost has 3, 6, up to 6, but not actually because no one has a thing. Man, no one's ready. No one's ready. That last Nemesis turn was really bad. We're gonna have to spend our ether focusing, which is all right because we can do this. Get a damage boost. That damage boost is going to be really good on a Fatal Harmony if I can grab one of them. And no one still has one of those things. Speaking of Fatal Harmony, is Lost going to buy another one of them? He's got one, I think, doesn't he? Yeah, he had to discard it. If I buy it, I'm going to have a 3 spell turn. No, I won't because of the way the cards are. I think it's okay. To watch out for the upcoming hands a little bit. And that can go up in there. I guess I'm buying a charge. Ow. Ow. All right. Do we have a chance to get 7 ether? I mean, Lost is ready with like 15,000 ether. This is 2. Yeah, it's not 7. It has to be the other card. I mean, if Lost gets to go, or sorry, no, I need Lash to go, not Lost. What's this other one? Discard 2 cards in hand that cost 4 or more. Don't like that either. At least Jay can like kill that fool, so let's Jay go. I could totally one-shot it with a charge, but I don't think I need to. And we could cast this, or we could not. Or we could buy Darkfire if we do. Yeah, so let's do buy spell. Especially now that we have Amplify Vision, helping us focus often. All right, now we can manage. I think John goes here first. It's not a great turn. It's basically dump that power. I mean, it's not the worst, but we're dumping it. And prep these. or place Portal Guardian back into play. Who actually, we have 2 turns with some damage. 3. Oh yeah, we can kill it with the damage we have, so let's do that. Lost and Vast. Exactly. Alright, I'm actually going to heal myself here, but Head of Gravehold, because I'm down to 4. And Rageborn sometimes hits the lowest, as we have seen. Now we don't need the Ether this turn so much, so maybe I can do this. Let's... Obviously we know what that is. I don't think we need this unless someone wants to draw their next card. We could draw more Ether here. It's kind of the same amount of Ether. But if we get 5, that's actually nice, so... Yeah, then we can discard that. And buy Fatal Harmony. Deal. Wow, Lash needs to be destroying cards now. 15 cards. I guess he has the most. 15 here too. 16 actually. She's been buying a lot. And this. Lose a charge. Finish it off with Spark. Let's go ahead and forge this crystal. And no one has one of those. So with 4 Ether, it might be a good time. Well, it's not a good time for... It's a good time to use the ability if we could use it right now, but we can't. And we do have a 3 spell turn and no way to actually focus, but oh well, it happens sometimes. Sometimes it do be like that. Discard, lose 4 charges. Well, that's something Lost will be able to do, actually, right now. So let's do it. I guess if someone was able to cast Fatal Harmony, then Lost could have gone, but that's fine. Goodbye. Venomite. And that's all Rageborn's turns. So we probably try to kill Venomite. Jian, on the other hand, can... Well, we could pay forward a Spark. But I don't want to pay forward anything. I want just to do this. This turn. Hey! Free focus. I mean, it only was costing 2, but it's free. What are we doing? We can't afford this Wildfire Whip. Next turn we get some Ether, another focus time. We could upgrade this Spark, I guess. I just buy a couple charges. It's like I want to buy more Amplify Vision, so I can't. See you later, Sparky. Lash could shuffle someone's turn order card. That seems awesome. That would let us kill the Venomite before it gets to go off. So we're going to let Jian go because she can use that to do 4 damage and that to do 1, and that'll do it. In this case, you get to decide who suffers the damage. We'll pick Jian. And Jian takes the turn. Which means next time that card comes up, it's Lash's turn. So it kind of starts getting offset a little bit, but that's the fun thing with Lash, which is a thing we confirmed with the publisher. Focus any breach twice. Guess we'll do this on ourselves here. And I really want to be buying a spell that is more, but I can't afford it. We get a spark next turn. We just need more spells. Like, we need volume of spells. So I'm doing that. I guess I could have helped Jay out with a focus, but we've got Scorn from Rageborn. Greyfelt suffers 3 damage or unleash twice. Well, I don't like that. And now we're choosing between. So actually, Lash gets to take 2 turns because, yeah, that's interesting. Effect of that. Sort of get those turns getting offset. If Jian takes a turn, we can kill that because of Black Mirror. So we're going to do that. We don't actually have to cast the Spark. We'll cast a Fatal Harmony. And Lash can discard his Fatal Harmony to finish off Scorn before it does anything. And I get to cast it again, because that's what she does. And I could get 6 ether, but 5 seems enough because I'm happy to get another copy of that, unless someone really wants to discard, which would mean drawing a crystal or drawing a spark. Yeah. Yeah, buy a spell. Rageborn goes and unleashes twice. Fine. Suffer 1 damage and place their most expensive card in hand on top of their deck. That's not so bad for Lost. It's bad for anyone with these diamond clusters. I think we'll pick Lost. And he can put this gem. Let's let Shay take a turn. She's got ether to spend to focus and stuff. I think I have to cast this though, because I could focus and open. Seems probably good. Or even focus usability to do a bunch of damage, but I think we can crank that up even a little further. And here we could choose to discard this for 3. Gives us a card draw. Does it ruin our diamond clusters? I don't think so. Sure, just replaces it with another spell, so. Hello, Seamus. Subscribed for 17 months. Awesome. 3 ether. I guess we're buying. I gotta start focusing his breaches. Let's start doing that. He's gonna be running out of space, I think. Look at all these sparks I got parked. Lash has got to buy some spells too. Actually, Lash can buy that Consuming Void now, I think. Let's keep those two. That 2 damage is worth it, but park the other. Gravel is still not taking any damage, so not like since the last time I did this, so. Hey, look, I'm going to put this on the bottom so we get to go later. And does anyone have one of these? He's got 2. Could draw a spell. Seems good. And yeah, I'm going to buy this. But actually, I didn't really need that 1 more ether, right? Well, it lets me buy charges, so. Buy charges. And doesn't super matter here. I like Lash. Lost innate is very nice. Lash is innate. Lash and Lost. Why do I have these 2 in the same game? I'm mixing them up. A Morbid Gyre. Discard, spend 7 ether. No one has anywhere near 7 ether. I guess Lost did, but it discarded the Resonant Pearl. I think that's just happening. There's 3, 4, 5, 6 at most. I think we save Jay's damage for later in the round. We can upgrade a spark. And no one has one of these, so we just buy a couple charges. Or focus. Yeah, we're in the same that situation where kind of in a rough place with that again, but oh well. And here's Jay anyway. And we're getting to the point where you can almost just like run away with it, so. Keep charge. Charge is going to be worth a lot of damage soon. Keep that spark parped. This would say deal 4 damage for each card discarded this way if it has a +1. Or it just, I think it just does another +1. It doesn't do, I don't even know what it says here when you do that there. It's interesting. Well, let's find out. I think it's just a flat +1 on top. Just collectively discard 3 cards. Well, I mean, that's not the end of the world. Sparks and stuff, right? John can discard 2 sparks. We can discard like this crystal. Sure. John takes it in the face. Oh, I guess we should have discarded that. Oh well. Most open breaches suffers 3 damage. And between Lash and Gian, no one's getting 8 ether. But who's getting 8 ether sooner? It's Lash, so Lash should take a turn here. Strike twice. Don't like that. Guess Gian's having a big ether turn soon too, but... Actually, we know we can make Lash take a bonus turn and have a chance to get rid of that, so... Gian can take the damage, but... Oh, right, but since... Right, because... Yeah, because it's like token-based. Gian takes the turn. Well, that, you know what? That's fine. That's fine. It's confusing what was happening before anyway. We have to cast one of these. All right. No one has a big enough ether turn for 8 between Jay and... Yeah, that's too much for them. I guess we'll just go ahead with this. Yeah, it's 1 to 7. It's not... Doesn't work super much. We can discard cards for big damage on Rageborn. That seems fine. Actually, if I use my ability on this, I like completely focus. I lose Amplify Vision, which is actually really nice to like get the free focus on this though. I feel like we gotta go faster though, so let's do this. Get that breach open for more spells to go in. More damage on Rageborn. He's down to 15. Shuffle all the Turner cards means it's more likely that we don't... I mean, we're not getting the 8 ether, right? We didn't get there. Whereas suffering the damages means someone's gonna die more. So, ugh. Yeah. Shuffle the cards. Do it. Yeah, we're just not getting that ether, are we? We were too far away from it. We can try to murder the enemy before they can beat us. We can't buy enough charges here, but we can do extra damage. Don't know that it matters a lot who goes first here. Yes, variable turns. New thing. I guess I cast the spark. We're not cycling our deck again. Do the damage. I get a health. I'm going to give this to him. He needs it more than she does for some reason. And sure, charges. It is Lash, who does not have a charge, so can't do extra damage. But like, as soon as Lash or Lost to get to go, we win. But we're gonna get 2 Rageborn turns in a row at least, so that's gross. We'll see what happens. Chomp. 2 damage to the lowest life. Chomp. Discard your most expensive press spells. Oh, that's annoying. I guess it's this because we have a discard available. Crushing Storm is happening immediately. Unleash 3 times. I mean, that could be way worse with other nemesis than Rageborn. Alright, we just need mages to take their turn. Hey, we win. Alright. 5 damage. GG. The nemesis has 0 life. Get a life. Not too bad. Rageborn had a last gasp. The outcome is we beat Rageborn with love and spells. All right. New game. That's just about an hour in. Perfect. So let's try now with another variety of turn order. Well, the other ones are not as different as that. That's like the most different. We're going to play Arachnos because some people didn't see that stream. We'll try a random market again and maybe adjust it because now it's all 4s and 6s. I don't know. And random mages suggests that we play 3. That seems okay. And so there's a new option for balanced wild, which is the default. So the old one is unrestricted. You always got to choose the wild order. And with the default now is balanced wild, well, the wild turn order alternates in a specific order based on the order of the mages. So that's what we're going to do. And this market seems silly. We already had Resonant Pearl. Let's switch up to maybe Exograd or Leeching Agate. I like charges. Ooh, Lurking Cyanide. I like that one. That one's fun. 2 gems that cost 6 seems like a bad idea. Let's switch this one out for my favorite. Searing Ruby? Sure. We have Blasting Staff and Temporal Hero, so basically do the same thing, but differently. So I'm going to not have the same of those. Let's get, we haven't seen all the conduits, right? We had the Ether Conduit. Did we see the Link Conduit? Maybe we did. The Link Conduit is very good. I'm going to pick the Link Conduit and something else. Maybe Galvanized Bauble for focusing. I like that. And Lava Bolt, that seems fine. Blaze seems fine. Planar Insight is nice. Deluge of Power. Sure. Our spells are sort of odd, like not oddly, but evenly costing, which is strange, but we can go with it. And sure, random mix of Nemesis cards worked out. I'm sure it can't possibly be horrible. And we have a decent little mix of mages going on. So Arachnos, in case you missed it, on the first preview, starts out with 2 sort of gimmicks going on. There is the ritual track, where he moves along when he unleashes, and you can spend ether to push it back. If that gets to the end of the track, the ritual is complete. If you knock Arachnos to 0 hit points, the ritual is complete. And if these Nemesis tokens get up to higher levels, the World Devourer becomes worse. And when the ritual is complete, the World Devourer enters play and replaces Arachnos. So that's the gist of it. Here we have Malistar with his fancy test tube. And shall we put this into a breach? I usually do. It's kind of awkward, the 1 ether left, but oh well. And Arachnos unleashes, which moves this thingy. We can have him gain a Nemesis token or unleash, and any player suffers 2 damage. I mean, this to me indicates like it's pretty clear that a Nemesis token is worse than a space on the ritual track. Oh, I forgot to do another prediction. Hang on. Will we beat Arachnos? Predict the ritual will be complete. I mean, we can lose before the ritual is complete. That is a thing. that could happen. I'm going to pick Unleash because, well, actually, we don't have any healing at all, do we? I don't know what's the right answer. It's very hard to lose Nemesis tokens. The only way to lose Nemesis tokens is to would win the game and the World of Ours not entered play yet. So, but we did not choose anything that says the players gain life. But you know what? I'll take a damage. And we had to discard our spell. Did that happen? Why? Ugh. At least we got the charge. Claudia, take damage. Sorry, Claudia. We can give Claudia an extra ether on her turn. That seems good. Actually not, because she's just drawing through his crystal. Oh well, whatever. That didn't actually do anything. We're going to open this breach like we usually do with Adelheim. You smell hamburgers. Is Sparky Wolf in your house? Well, one thing Claudia is going to be able to do is, if she wants, get 2 charges. And buy a Searing Ruby? That seems pretty good. Or just charge up and double buy things. I think getting a Searing Ruby is probably a good idea, though. Do have to pay attention to that. So when I played this with Dolphin, we just like made the ritual go complete as fast as possible. And that did end up working out. So, but that's not what I'm going to do. Probably. Lurking Cyanite? Or not that. Yeah. Lurking Cyanite and a charge. Adelheim's just like, I keep my sparks prepped and I buy stuff now. That is the way. Oh, and yeah, she can now get more ether by drawing and getting past that spark. Excellent. We could buy a Clouded Sapphire. I like that. That's a good start. Unleash. Oh, that's hilarious. No one, everyone, the only cards in our hands are gems. So we have to have Gravehold suffer 2 damage. And who's going to lose it? This is 7 ether. 7 ether doesn't really do anything. So Adelheim can discard. It's wild. And the wild went to Malistar. I guess I didn't even notice who had the wild last time. Should have paid attention. 5 ether. Lurking Cyanite. And a charge. Gotta probably hit that once or twice in a second here, though. I could fully charge. That is tempting. We'll buy a spell and push this back one. I don't have any breaches open also. It's part of Claudia's charm. She doesn't really focus on the whole magic thing. It's not her favorite. Do we want... I think Malistar probably wants a Searing Ruby. Agony Field has returned. I could cast this or just not. I think I'm just going to not maybe get free charges from it. I'm fine to do that and buy another Searing Ruby. Wild goes to Claudia. Don't have to make any decisions. Easy peasy. Let's get a charge off of Malistar. It's kind of awkward because I want to charge up, but then I have 2 ether I can't use. So I think maybe we'll just take one little pause and... Oh, actually, I think we open this breach because next turn we have 2 spells. Yeah, that's what we do. Got to be able to do that. Adelheim continues to not cast spells. That's totally fine. Oh, look, a charge for Claudia. Oh, look. Oh, look. Oh, look, a charge for Claudia. And now she can use her ability immediately, and we can... I love it. I love it. We can both get a copy of, like, Planar Insight or Deluge of Power. Deluge of Power lets you filter your hand. It's nice. Very good against, like, Crooked Mask. Let's grab Deluge of Power. We each get one. Or we could both get a Link Conduit, which kind of solves her reach problem here. And actually, it lets Malistar keep that prepped more longer. Yeah, let's go Link Conduit, actually. Link Conduit. Talked myself into it. We have a Breach Stabilizer. Discard, spend 5 ether, unleash, gains a token. Don't have 5 ether. Yeah, none of the spells are cheap enough for me to make use of an extra ether here, so I think we do this. If there's a 3-cost spell, we could have bought one. Another spend 5 ether. Well, if Claudia gets to go, but it's not Claudia, it's Adelheim, but Adelheim's rich and still not, still has not purchased a spell, so he's like good to go. Just using his ether. No one has a Lurking Cyanite. We destroyed it. Who wants to draw a card? No one, really. I mean, we're still moving through our deck, so we still do it. And this one's going off sooner and adds a token. Yeah. Ahoy, Malistar. Oh, he can get rid of this. Yeah, let's just get rid of it. It could go off before we go. Let's not muck about. Sparkle making tamales. Oh no, the Chanters. Well, good thing I saved my spell because I don't want the Chanters to be going off too much. Oh, and we can just like lava bolt the Chanters. The reason I bought that spell. That's the reason. And I could steal a charge from Adelheim, which is generally not what I want to do. Maybe I want to buy a Lurking Cyanite and a charge instead. I think. Don't want to steal charges from Adelheim. That seems bad. Give a charge to Claudia. And I could charge fully up. We are almost into tier 2. It's not a bad idea. I'm going to attach this to Claudia. Well, either or, really. Attach them to their +1 damage breaches here. Oh, I could buy a 6-cost spell. I'm going to have 6 ether next turn also, so let's buy one of these big hits, which is handy. Planar collision. Discard 2 prep spells. Oh no, is I'm gonna have to discard his sparks finally. Are we gonna buy a spell? We actually don't have any other spells, so we could do that. I could buy a galvanized bauble and another spell. Maybe I'm gonna do that. This is a really good value spell, right? It just, you can only use it 4 times, but... And let's put this on there. And we could go ahead and charge up here, but then we don't get to buy anything. Next turn, 2 spells, but we have Ether to focus with. So yeah, I think we buy another Lava Bolt and a charge. Oh, I should have probably popped one of those things. Oh well. That's no big deal. All right, we don't do this, and we discard our sparks. Goodbye. And I think I'm just going to buy charges here because we're getting to tier 2. Who would like to draw? Get past a spark here. Though Claudia could prep that spark. It's not like it's a bad spark. But we'll still go past it. I think I'd rather have an Ether. Charges! Gravity Splinter sends 7 Ether. Unleash twice. The player that fused open breaches. I mean, I'm just going to use it. We're good at charging. Let's use it. Well, then, well, that's awkward. Gravehold suffers 5. Ooh, yeah, that's probably better in the long run than 2 tokens. Probably should have kept that power and spent 7 Ether on it, but oh well. You never know. And we're just going to keep that spell there in case we take damage someday. Another 7. Do the same thing. Galvanized baubles, because we have planar insight, so like getting these focuses going is really good for that. We were going to hit this, but they haven't been unleashing a whole lot lately. You know what? Maybe I will buy that and that, just to mix it up. This is going to come after us. So I'm going to start hitting it. And the insidious thing about Venomite is that it makes you get rid of spells that you need to kill it or take damage. So it's like, ugh. So I could use this to cast the Lava Bolt. No one else has a spell prepped, but does that actually speed us up? I'm not sure that it actually does, right? We have a wild... Actually, one thing, I don't know who the wild turn is. So it might be important to cast this. So because if one of these two gets 2 turns, that's useful, right? That's my next turn coming up. It's fine. What do we want? Maybe another spell. I know we don't have a lot of breaches, but we don't have a lot of focusing. We're going to have a turn where we're not going to be able to actually do stuff. Well, yeah, we're going to have a turn with... No, we're not going to... Yeah, we're not going to have too many turns with too many spells, so maybe it's okay to buy a spell here. Well, the more spells I pop on the top here, that's too many spells together. I guess that's the problem. We just buy charges at that point. Wild is Claudia. So if Claudia gets to go again, we kill the thing. So it was the right choice. And we can steal a charge from Malstar, but that is not a good investment with... We only get to gain one charge. So I'm going to buy one charge and that. We don't have one of those here, so that's helpful. And yeah, we'll take the damage because we want to kill it before it gets to come back around. This is what we want Adelheim for. Oh well. We were greedy with Adelheim, and we're paying for it. So we could use Explosion here. I guess I didn't have to buy a charge because I knew Adelheim was coming up and could have given a charge. That's fine. You can just continue giving charges back to Claudia. And we can copy the gain of Deluge of Power again, or Planar Insight. Deluge of Power is just always 4 damage, like pretty consistent. We could have charged up more, I guess, instead of buying. Actually, no, we could have charged up all the way if we took the 5 ether. Maybe that's better. Charge up all the way. Right? Oh no, we're 1 short. So we don't actually, if we don't charge up all the way, it's not even worth it. The other effect is much more valuable. All right. Clyde's gonna get to go and blow up the Venomite. And we'll just have to discard all our gems for the other thing. So be it. And she can buy another thing. Sure. She could buy one of these, or she could charge. Or she could... That's at 4. Like, that's not really worth it. She's never going to have a good planar insight, so let's buy that. She's short 1 breach. Alright, discarding gems. We have to discard 6. I'm going to avoid Adelheim. We have 3 crystals over here and 3 over here. That seems just fine. Adelheim needs to be able to buy charges, so... Unleash twice. Who discards? I guess it's Adelheim. And I guess we buy charge. Guess I gotta focus that, but whatever. Spend 7 ether. Well, that's not a good time for that, is it? We do have some time before it happens. Alright, can start doing some damage. Don't need to cast a spell right now, so let's focus. Breach for... I think Malstar is getting more spells than... Adelheim still has not... Oh, he has bought some more spells, but he's got 2 open breaches. Let's give Malstar a hand. Oh, he does have the thingy. Whatever. It's fine. Adelheim, prep your sparks. And we still haven't gotten a Lurking Cyanite to Bruck yet, but that's okay. I guess we could discard a Lurking Cyanite and had 1 more ether, but we didn't need 1 more ether here. She could draw a spell. So could he. Yeah, we're at the point where we want to be drawing those big spells now. 4 ether over here is good. She's got, yeah, 4 plus that, so I don't really want to discard either of them, so we'll choose Melistar. And charges. Adelheim again. I can focus and keep these sparks here. I'm one ether short. I guess I could have thought about maybe saving an ether card. Oh well. That's fine. Oh, I'm short 1 ether. I can't focus and charge up. I do have to cast a spark. Actually, we knew that Adelheim's turn was coming up. We can actually go back. I can not draw, not... Oh no, that's the last card, so I need... It doesn't even work to not... I can't get 7 by keeping these cards in my hand, right? It's not a thing. Unless I discard a Lurking Cyanite. Hang on. If I don't play these... Well, I play this, discard the Lurking Cyanite. It's going to be in a discard pile. Then the following turn, I have 3 here, 4, and 3 more. That's 7, right? I don't know if that's worth all of that shenanigans and not getting charges and stuff. It might be. That power is pretty gross. Unless I have a 7 ether turn just like on the, like coming right up. But I don't think I do. I think that was like almost it and then I didn't have it. So yeah, we're going to do that. Claudia draws, discards Lurking Cyanite. Don't play these. End turn. It's kind of weird. But now this gets me 3, and I have 7. All right, maybe a bad idea. I don't know. Flame Acolyte. I don't like him getting tokens. Murder that thing, please. So I can put both these spells here. And I can steal a charge from Melistar. And buy a charge. Or I could have pushed that back 1, but I think that's all right. It's only a bad idea if you lose, exactly. And Melistar gets to go and is short 1 damage. Let's go, Adelheim. And we buy charges here or another Lava Bolt. We need more spells. We could buy a Blaze for someone, but Lava Bolt does more damage. It's me, so I can kill that thing. Nice. So now we can focus an ally's breach. Let's help out Adelheim to get that +1. And I buy a Blaze. I could give a Blaze to someone. I could buy charges. I could push this back. Pushing that back. I think I'm going to do that. Portal Guardian has returned. So here, I'm going to buy charges and hope to get a free charge from someone or get to go next, I think. Because I have enough ether. I don't have quite enough ether next turn, so yeah, let's just cast spells at this thing. We don't want him to be unleashing too much. Oh, right. Give a charge to Claudia. That thing we can do. So if we do that, how much ether do we have? 8 ethers or more. Yeah, so let's take the 5 ether option so we can fully charge. We still have 3 left, with which we can focus if we like, or buy a lurking cyanite. I like having another lurking cyanite around. Oh, sorry. And Claudia can beat up that thing by a lot of overkill, but so be it. I think. May or may not be worth it. And here we can have someone discard 2 cards to draw 2 cards. So this can let us draw through cards we don't want, like get that spell. Discard a couple of crystals to draw those. Yeah, I'm beating up the mic. I think we finished, even though it's like way overkill. I don't want that thing to be going off and unleashing on us. And Claudia just needs more spells. Buy another one of these things. Somehow we're buying all the spells, but we're never having all the spells because we don't have any destruction, I guess. So, Baneful Crux. Are we almost at tier 3? We are. I think in this case, since tier 3 is coming right up. I don't know. Do we just get rid of it and charge Adelheim up again as fast as we can? There is a card that says the ritual is complete. That we could try to avoid if we want. All we have to do is discard 2 cards for this, right? It's easy for us to do. So I'm going to skip Adelheim on that. Hey, look, that's the one. Immediately Arcanos gains 15 life. Power 4, the ritual is complete. No, you don't get to do that. We get to beat you up first. The ritual is not complete. All right. We can get crystals, or we can get crystals. Hear me out. Let's have Adelheim discard his crystals to get faster crystals. Lets you get through your deck faster, at least. We'll prep that, play our gems. We don't need to cast anything. I didn't have 2 cards that cost 4 or more, so I guess we could push this back. I don't know that he's going to. I guess Unleash twice is happening on this. Who can do that? Actually, I guess Malistar can, and Malistar's going to go. So Malistar can be the one to do it. Which means he's not prepping those spells. So I'm going to focus Adelheim's. And then what? There are a lot of Unleash things. I'm going to push that back. Still at 0 tokens. We have the easy World Devourer if we're lucky. All right. Claudia could discard to get 2 big spells. That seems good. That's the power that we're talking about. And again, we could do it, basically do it again here. But Claudia doesn't have enough breaches open to really take advantage of what Adelheim's offering here. Is there a lurking cyanite in a discard pile? There is not. There could be, if it would help. I don't think it would help, actually. It gets me 1 more charge. So, Claudia. Wait. Claudia. Draw, and then discard that. Is that bad? You're going to end up with cards stuck in your hand, though. That's not worth it, I don't think. Hang on, we're not doing that then. We're gonna pick Melistar. I could open this breach, but I think I need charges. Melistar is here. Oh, so I can actually, yeah. Discard a spell and still prep one. And buy charge. Sure. Get rid of those powers. Shoot the lava bolts. That lava bolt is on its last lava leg. Steal a charge or get an ether to buy a charge. Steal charge. More charge, more better. I think buying charges helps us really accelerate Adelheim with that super ether boost, so I like that. Monstrosity of Omens. When damage is dealt to this minion, reduce that damage to 1, and it hits Gravehold for 5 for equal to its current life. Well, that's gross. We're hitting it with everything we got, which is not a lot, but we're going to cast this spell straight away. Don't destroy it. And just buy charges here, I think. I don't know why this guy is still flashing. That's a bug. I guess I'll send a feedback. Monstrosity of Omens is flashing for some reason. It's not doing anything. May as well send in a report and see if I can reproduce it. All right. Charges or Blaze? Charges lets me prep spells directly, which is a nice tempo boost, so let's do that. 3 damage to Gravehold. An attack that gains 3 Nemesis tokens immediately. The World Devourer has increased. I hate spending of these spells on this guy. Kind of has to happen. Because Gravehold's going to get wrecked otherwise. Oh yeah, Melistar could draw some nice spells here. And we can prep. We can almost get Claudia charged, but not quite. We can get ourselves fully charged. So definitely yes. And finish off this guy. All right. May as well open this because I can't buy charges right now. Get a planar insight for Adelheim maybe. With 3 breaches open. Almost could do that right now. Guess we'll just buy a charge anyway. Get close. And it is a minion, so Adelheim cannot stop it. But we can try to blow it up. And someone gets to discard 2 to draw. Maelstar's already gone, so I want Claudia to get her thing to cast a spell. So yeah, let's do that. Deluge. So Adelheim's in this awkward spot where he can't buy charges. Well, there's that planar insight. Sure. It's like, I want to buy charges for my future charge bank, please. And here is Adelheim. Yeah, Adelheim could draw more money, which he needs for charges, hopefully. And we lose a lava bolt. The lava bolt is destroyed, but that's okay. It did its job. It did its job very well. That spider ritual guardian is very bad. All right, let's prep away. We don't need tempo this turn, so we can focus. We don't really need to focus this, so I'm going to focus Adelheim because planar insight. And I think we just charge up, even though we kind of waste it. It is useful to recharge Adelheim or whatever. Unleash 3 times, or destroy 2 open breaches. I think we'll just get rid of that. The ritual is not complete. I will hydrate, but the ritual is not complete. Logic Dolphin is sending in requests for everything. I'm completing them. I'm taking your points, even though you're lying. Damage. We are going to get the ritual complete if we can do enough damage here. So I could use this to get a spell and prep it to any player's open breach. Planar Insight for Adelheim? Okay. Twist my arm. Blaze for someone. For me. For Claudia. Does Claudia have a glut of spells in a row? No, so give that to Claudia. Claudia still is... That link conduit is so good. It's like getting a bonus breach. It's very nice. The points you won from the first game. Oh, and we also... Oh, hang on. We also could use Explosion, so we could get Planar Insight. But I want to use that for Adelheim, right? Adelheim needs it on his turn. He doesn't need it. He's getting 1, 2, 5, 7, 8 ether, maybe 9, but he needs 12. So, yeah. We'll give that to Claudia. That seems fine. Warning. Claudia wants to give you ether. Arachno says, unleash twice. Player with the most open breaches destroys 4 cards in hand. Well, I mean, this is happening. We don't have any charges. Or suffers 4 damage. And the player with the most open breaches is Adelheim. If he destroys 4 cards in hand, he's not going to be able to get enough ether to charge back up. So, suffer 4 damage. Executive decision. Alright. Damage. Does Adelheim discard? What can Adelheim eventually get? Spells, but he wants ether. But he doesn't need all that ether. And Malstar can just get through his crystals. Adelheim's going to need... We're getting 5 from this, right? So we need 8. So, like all of it. Not 8. We need 7. So like we need all of it basically. So I think Adelheim can like accelerate through once here. So we draw 2 more crystals, but then we want Malistar to get the next one. And what a basic turn. Guess we push this back. We don't want to get to this spot. That adds a token, and I don't like it. Three ether from Liquoring Cyanide. But again, we don't have anything to do with it. I'm going to keep pushing this back. Focus the breach, I think. I could buy things, but we don't need that right now. We need him to not get more tokens, ideally. Yeah, because Unleash twice would have got him there, so that's good. Destroy the top 3 cards of your deck and suffer 3 damage. Well, that's pretty okay for Malistar. Not okay for him. Definitely not okay for her, so it's Malistar. Malistar gets a charge from the deal as well, so. Alright, Planar Insight doing 5 damage. And Deluge of Power doing 5 damage. Claudia can discard to draw some spells. Malistar can kind of do the same. Malistar actually, I think, has a worse hand, so no spells. Alright. Take 5 ether. Give Claudia a charge. Get 14 ether. Fully charge. And 4 ether left to push this back. He's only got 3 cards left. So I don't know if I've ever decked Arachnos to complete the ritual, but that might be what's happening here. I mean, he's down to 13. He's down to 8. He's down to 6. And actually, I could get him down to 1 if I wanted to, but I don't think there's any need for that. We can instead focus. And focus our own breach, or push this back. How many spells are coming up? Nothing important. Let's push this back. Arachnos wants to unleash twice, suffer 2 damage, and destroy their most expensive card in hand. Well, Adelheim says no. Adelheim gets to go again. But he's not going to be able to fully charge again so quickly. She could get some more spells, as we saw before. Oh, and he had already... Yeah. We may as well give Malistar a spell here, right? Oh, he's not actually getting a spell. He's only drawing 1 card. Yeah, so let's give it to Claudia. Because that's an upgrade. Buy charges. Arachnos plays Gore. Unleash twice. The player with the most expensive card in hand discards 3 cards in hand. Then, for each card in their hand that costs 2 or more, that player suffers 2 damage. So, alright. We will try to not take 10 damage or whatever here. Discard Searing Ruby. And I guess we keep like a spell here. the best spell. Because, yeah, 2 or more is a low bar, right? Alright, Planar Insight doing 6 damage. When the players would win. They don't. The World Devourer is here. The World Devourer is now the Nemesis. We can now... It's there and it's here. It's the same thing. So yeah, this is new. This was not in the preview on Sunday. Or the previous Sunday. We can actually target directly like this. It still goes over here, but maybe I'll change that. Maybe that's a good idea. Flashy. Yeah, it's nice. So it's like completely replaced. You can still right click to see the original card because there is a rule on here that matters, but generally you just can't interact with the Nemesis anymore. So also the ritual is complete. Someone can discard 2 to draw 2. Let's go Malistar. And so it only added, it was 0 plus 10. So I think we're going to be okay. It doesn't play cards anymore. There's no more cards. They're all gone. So actually Edelham's ability doesn't do anything anymore. Congratulations. The World Devourer has 1 health. And Malistar gets to finish it off with... Did we destroy another lava bolt? I think we just did. I heard that sound. Maybe. Or that was just the durability sound ticking down. This one's going to get destroyed. But we're going to win. We win! The World Devourer has been discarded. We can rest easy for now. And yeah, so there is your first Tuesday night preview of Arachnos. Pretty cool. That was the last one we previewed because it's like, even though it's the second one in the expedition, it's like the most complicated thing compared to the other nemesis in the New Age. So yeah, so you might be wondering like, what else is there for us to show? I'll choose the outcome for the prediction. The ritual was complete, but we did win. We've shown all the nemesis and the basic cards. There's a whole new wave of basic cards. You haven't seen the upgraded nemesis cards in action yet because you haven't seen expedition mode in action yet. Congratulations, Amthestis, you predicted right. Expedition mode is underway, and we hope to be able to show that soon. Where there's an expedition that starts off with Magoth and 4 of the mages, and you unlock content as you go. So that weren't both correct. That's true, but we know which one was the most correct. So yeah, you will be unlocking player cards and mages along the way. Not to mention treasure cards that are a new kind of card in expedition mode. So watch out for that. Soon we'll be hoping to get that into beta testing and previews very soon as well. So yeah, lots of exciting stuff coming with the New Age as we continue to get it in place. Other things, yeah, treasures. Yeah, and there's like a story. Like you unlock narrative, and then beyond the narrative expedition, you can play random expeditions. So you'll be able to play, you don't know what nemesis are coming, and you have to prepare for anything. I mean, it's going to be the nemesis that you have access to, not like any nemesis. But the more content that gets added to the game, that all becomes part of the expedition system. So that's the goal to, for this list. This is going to be the list with New Age. Right now, we're going to have, 10, 11 nemesis now. But with hopefully in the future, we can add War Eternal and more expansions and more and more and more and more and more. This list can get pretty long, and the mage list can get pretty long too. So lots and lots of variety is the order of the day. Yeah. So that is, yes, more. That's going to do it for your Tuesday night preview of the New Age. Stay tuned, of course, for other shows as usual throughout the week. Next up will be Dolphins Dive on Thursday. I'm John. You can find me at Migrant P on all the places such as Twitter and Instagram and stuff if you like to see pictures of food or travel, if I ever travel again, or past travel. Thanks for watching, and we will all see you next time. Have a good night.